I want you to picture in your head an image of, let's say you're assigned somewhere in the healthcare field. You're being a doctor or a nurse or anything in that field. And I want you to picture yourself having a stressful day, maybe letting a patient go, and maybe you not get something right, or maybe you accidentally put something wrong inside of your stats. Well, you might have something that looks like this guy. Well, you might look like at the end of work, stressed out, and it's unnecessary stress that gets put on nurses and even doctors and pretty much anywhere in the healthcare field. But along with that, we can be able to use AI to help us to get through those stressful days where you have to work a lot and where you just have to be able to get through the day and just not worry about it too much. But how we can use AI to help us in 3 different departments is the healthcare department, the education department, and the financial department. Well, first off, I want to talk about the healthcare department and how we can use AI to help us. And basically, in Michigan Tech's article, they said that AI can assess large data sets to identify both patterns and risk factors that are associated with diseases. So maybe you have to figure out something that's going on with the patient. And when you're figuring out something that's going on with the patient, you have to usually take down, their blood pressure and, just the daily things to be able to make sure their body's running well and make sure nothing's going on. But we can use AI to help us to be able to keep those records for us so we don't lose them somewhere or so we don't make something up. So we can be able to use AI to help us inside that beneficiary area, and we can benefit a lot from it because it'll put less stress on the workers that just get overworked, and they also get very understaffed as well. Mainly people don't want to go into the nursing department or inside the Department of Healthcare because it's understaffed and you do get overworked a lot. So moving on to the next topic, the education department. Teachers, they do a lot for us and we don't give them enough credit for that, but they're also understaffed and they also get overworked as well. So what we can do is to be able to help them is use AI to be able to help grade the papers or grade essays or grade other assignments faster. That way they don't have to go through every single individual thing, staying up late at night trying to grade stuff for us. Inside the article of a man named Coulter, he said that he used AI to be able to help grade one of his students' papers, and the results were really good for him. They said that he had already went over the paper before him, and then he matched it up with the AIs, made sure side by side, and it actually did a pretty good job. So we can use AI to help not only inside the English department, history department, or anything like that, but in all departments in education, really. Even at the board, you have stuff that's records about teachers and records about schools. You might be able to help them by taking down their stuff and having AI compile it into one actual document or something like that. So lastly, I want to go on to the financial department. This is a pretty big one, and I know that all in the future we'll have jobs someday, and we're going to have to make sure our money is secure. Well, one way we can make our money even more secure is by making sure we can have AI to be able to make sure we can detect frauds and things that are going on inside our account that aren't supposed to be going on. So one way you can do it is you can have AI check different areas of your money. So make sure like your savings accounts or your checking accounts or even your credit card, make sure that no fraudulent charges are being made to the account, and make sure that they can be safe and held secure. We rely on the banks to be able to help that hold that money there for us, but in reality, sometimes they slip up, and so AI might be able to help ease the stress off of them too, because they also do think they get overworked as well. One article mentions that AI mitigates the risk of and use advanced analytics to be able to make sure that money doesn't get taken out of the banks or taken out of other people's accounts for no reason. And that article was in the iConnect article. They were talking about the financial risks that we have today and how we can make it better. And then inside of the last article, in the University of Connecticut, they also talked about the financial risks that are happening today. And since those financial risks are happening, AI might be able to help us and be able to move forward with those, to be able to make sure that your money is safe, make sure that everybody else's money is safe, and make sure the bank doesn't get put into bankruptcy or something like that. But in conclusion, AI can help us in a lot of different ways, and not only in those 4 departments, but a lot of other departments around the world. But It's obviously clear that we can use AI a little bit more to help us each and every single day, even in our everyday lives. So yeah, thank you.